So what can you learn from Hooters about writing your resume? Have you ever driven down the road and looked at a big Hooters billboard sign? They're everywhere. Some parts of the country more so than others. They've grown to be quite a large organization. And one thing is for certain. When you look at a billboard for Hooters, you know what you're getting. Hot chicks, chicken wings, beer, and sports. It's pretty obvious. You go there, you're not going to get something else. That's their brand. That's what they're all about. And whether you like them or don't like them or whatever, it doesn't really matter. You know what you're going to get when you go into a Hooters. And their billboard, their marketing piece tells you that. Well, your resume is a marketing piece. First and foremost, you're using it as a tool to establish who you are to somebody so they want to call you. After they call you, the resume actually is less important. Sometimes they refer to it while they're talking to you, but it did its job. It got you the interview. So, very critical that your resume has the strength of brand in marketing so that when someone looks at it, they go, oh, yeah, I know who this guy is. I know what he's about. Just like when they look at the Hooters billboard. I remember one instance when I was working with somebody and I interviewed them on the phone before I was going to send him into one of my clients. And I said to them, hey, do you have this particular skill? And they got very huffy with me and said, what? Didn't you read my resume? Of course I have that skill. Look on page 3, under this particular job, I have this one line that talks about that. Well, let me tell you, most people don't get to page 3 when they're looking at somebody's resume. And if they do, they better really like them. And they've already decided by looking at page 1 that page 3 is even worth looking at. So this person, in his mind, was being obvious, was showing his brand and letting people know who he was, but he wasn't. Because it wasn't obvious. So here's your tip. When writing your resume, make sure your brand is so strong that people know who you are, what you're about, right away. Just like the Hooters billboard.